Hello guys, this is Dr. Lior Bar-El, and today we're going to do the long-awaited view for this baby right here, the Zoom H8. Now, I'm going to first, let's just get right into it. Okay guys, this is the long-awaited review for the Zoom H8. A lot of you guys asked me questions about this, hardware here, and I got to tell you, I've pretty much lived my life around it with the Zoom H4n. I have the Zoom H6 that broke. I'll tell you a whole story about that and the reason why I upgraded to this. I gotta say, first off, what I want a lot of people to understand is this is not just for filming, okay? This is great for filming, don't get me wrong. Something like a Zoom H4n, which now, by the way, you could get really cheap on eBay. You could probably find, just look for, obviously, people with good reputations on eBay and stuff like that. I don't want you guys, sacrificing, all your money and it ends up being some idiot that doesn't, that doesn't keep his end of the bargain, if you know what I mean. So anyways, I would recommend, actually, even over this right now, I'm just going to say this, if you guys are looking for something on the budget to go and explore with the H4n, then there's the H6, which I had, which I'm going to tell you a whole story right now, really quick though. I proposed to my wife a while back, about a couple years, 3 years, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. 3 years ago, yeah. And what happened is, for some unknown reason, I used this. I had her holding this, and I had her, and I had the Zoom H6, on a tripod, on a mini tripod on the floor, just filming up, because I was filming with 3 cameras, 1 VR camera, another DSLR camera from a distance, and then the Blackmagic 4K camera on RAW, really close up. A little bit in the medium there, close up a little bit. Anyways, everything was going great. Everything was filmed great. The sound quality was awesome. And then for some odd reason, my H6 broke. Now, if you guys remember from my review on the H6, I didn't like it because it had this like little sync there and a screen that's so hard to read, in daytime. It was insane. I really hated it, absolutely hated the screen on it, but it was better than, let's say, looking at this. But I kind of got used to this, and I'm going to tell you what's the beauty about this first. Before we're going to go into the unboxing, I'm going to tell you a whole lot about it. I did a lot of recording, not just for my album, but for many people's albums who paid me money to do recording for them and then post-production, basically on their, sound files, musicians, vocalists, you name it. And it's funny because we have some songs that made it to Germany, France. So guys, so basically what happened is, it made it to clubs, it made it to all that stuff, and people were asking me, they said, oh, which studio did you use? Which this did you use? And I told them I did it in my room, in my own room, and they were like, and we're talking even sound engineers, and they were like telling me, oh, you have a studio in your room. I said, not exactly, I just, just regular myself. And they said, well, did you put stuff on the wall? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you make it soundproof and so on and so forth? And I said, no. All I had is this baby right here, the H6, and I hooked it up with an XLR to a Rode mic with a, pop filter, and that was it. And the rest was in post-production, and I made clear sound that it even fooled people into thinking that it was actual studio quality. And that's really where it comes into mind. Like, I have a Behringer, whole mixer and all of that. This is like a portable mixer you're carrying in your pocket that you can record sound, using XLR connections. But if you guys remember, the thing that I hated absolutely about the H6 and the H4n is the fact that there's no real lock mechanism, which really sucks, because then, that's where the Tascam came in mind, where I had to use it for some of the films. I had to use the Tascam because I was always afraid that this thing was going to pull out and whatever, and I wanted something more secure. And at the time, they had all kinds of, I don't know. So my friend brought in his Tascam, whatever device, I don't even remember what it was, and we would film with that because we just didn't want to risk anything happening. So, lo and behold, here goes the evolution right here. So this is a touch screen, okay, and we're going to go into all of that. So let me just show you all around here. Now, and I'm going to tell you if I recommend this or this, okay? I am going to say for your everyday budget, for your everyday person who's filming and whatever, the H4n is still amazing. Has 2 inputs right here. If you want, you could go ahead and get the H6. You know, the money you're going to spend on H6, I would say go with this baby right here. This is about, what, like $400 it's going in the retail market for. So here we go. Let me just open it. So what does it say here? It has Wave Labcast and Cubase LE, whatever. Never really include anything. Now, there is something that I want you guys to know, but I'm going to get into that a little later. You're going to see more companies are getting cheaper and cheaper by the minute. So here, you know, and what they're giving you. So this is some literature right here, a bunch of manuals and all that. I do love the fact that it comes with batteries, but again, guys, I recommend rechargeables. They're much easier, they'll last longer, and they're just easier to swap out when you have a good amount of them and you're charging them and so on and so forth. Okay, and then it comes, I mean, I'm just going to show you here. Just really very basic setup. So now, I know some of you guys asked me about the module. You guys were wanted to know if it was the other ones that go, you know, like that, or the ambisonic, what do you call it, the one that I did a review for you guys, the VR, you know, attachment. No, it did not come with the VR attachment, but guys, it does come with the black version, not silver version. So black version, okay? So it's not the same like the H6. It actually comes with the black version here. I wish this was black too, colored, but so it is black. So it does come with a black attachment. So it's like the new H4n that just came out not so long ago. That's all black. So you are getting that, but that's about it. You're not getting any case, like a hard case like this, or the case that I got with my H6, which was a big case with everything. You're not getting. I don't even think you're getting. Oh wow. You're not even getting any dead cat or screen on it, which is kind of sad, to be honest with you. I really thought that they would at least include that little sponge over it, but unfortunately they didn't. So that is kind of shitty. Here we go. So the thing is virtually weightless. This is how it is. Sorry, let me just put this up here. And it's kind of funny, I'll tell you why. And I love the fact that it's all black and that the H4n now, it was so funny because when I was looking at the H4n, I was like, should I just get the H4n and just call it a day? And I was like, all right, maybe not. Let me just, give me 1 second. Again, I really hate that they do this. I don't know what they were thinking when they did that with the, the other one here. Give me 1 second. So this is for the Bluetooth piece that I told you, for the amount of money you spend on this. And, you know, we are in 2020. I'm surprised they don't have Bluetooth automatically enabled, to the point that I had to get one for my VR, the H3-VR. You know my gripe with that. I told you about that. You're going to need to get 2 of them, because you're going to need one on that, one on that. Again, unless you get the attachment for this baby, you know, you won't need this. But if you want to use 2 separate ones, you're going to have to Bluetooth them, because none of them come with onboard Bluetooth, which I think is extremely pathetic. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. Give me 1 second. So here goes another annoying thing. You really got to pull hard. You feel you're actually breaking this to take it apart. Again, like I said, on this one, when you're attaching the Bluetooth, just like the other one, instead of having some kind of latch to protect it, it just comes right off a rubber, which is so stupid that they couldn't put that thing, you know, and just call it a day. I don't know what's going on with them. And then you just put the attachment here, and that's it. It locks right into position. Okay, so this is a beast, okay, compared to this. You can see it's not that much more. Actually, I would say it's a significant amount more. This, again, is more compact, and it comes with a freaking case. So it's much more friendly. And then when you want to remove it, same thing like the other ones. And these are, I believe, interchangeable with the Zoom H6. So you could just take it out, put that in, and that's about it. And you'll see this is locked right in. Then in here, you have the battery compartment, as they all have. And I'm going to tell you some things about it. I do love the personal touch that they put right here, just a little sponge, but it still feels very lightweight. And I'm going to get into this right now, actually, before I put the battery in. Guys, be very careful when you use this, because they made these really cheap. In fact, on my H6, the whole thing came right out of the plastic, because this is really cheap, very light plastic. Again, they're probably doing that to cut corners so they can make it more affordable. I don't know what they're doing, but you know, that's what they did. And it was really horrible that I had to actually get a kit to put one of these back in. But guess what? They had cracks inside, so I had to solder a little bit around here to melt the plastic in, and it was kind of in. It was a miracle I sold it on eBay. I told people, guys, this is what happened, but somebody actually wanted to buy it because they didn't care about that, but it was perfectly functional, and I sold it for like $100 on eBay, so I mean, who wouldn't take it at the time? But it was, yeah, it was an issue, and I'm seeing the same kind of problem right now looking at the thread. You know, it's not in, they didn't make like a base for it that's within the plastic. It's just this light plastic with a thread right in that's gonna break if it's misaligned, or you know, if you got one of those cheap ones, or even expensive ones of those you know, bolts that you put in there. I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of these at all. So anyways, let me just put these in here. Can't even see here. Okay, so this is this way. Here we go. That is that way. And here you go. Okay, all in here. Let me just turn this on. Let's see how the heck to turn this baby on. So right here, you can see already there's a change. They have locks in here, which already makes this way better than all of the Zoom H4 heads, Zoom H4 and Zoom H6. Now this, you don't need this unless you want to have many connections, but guys, I really dig this because of the touchscreen. That's what makes it really cool. Now, of course, you could add another base to have even more connections on it and all that, but you know, it doesn't come with the, you know, those big mics of directional mics and all that. I think that's coming sometime next week. I'm not exactly sure, or when I release this video, it'll probably be out already. But you know, right now they just give you this, and you know, that VR H3-VR. If you guys want to get into that, I told you it was gimmicky, and you know, you need to know how to work around a lot of its disappointments, as I call them. But this thing is pretty cool. I really dig this a lot. So you can see right here the mic controls, everything. It's pretty freaking awesome. The dials are really, really cool. I really like it. They're nice and firm. With the what is it? With the Zoom H6, the thing I had a major issue with, these were really easy to spin. You see, this is hard. This requires some, you know, some power behind it to change it. So, and it has also protections, as you see. So they did listen to, you know, to their fans, so to their base. So that's what I like about it. They're also a little bit smaller, but the point is, when you chuck it in, when you have your settings set, you don't have to worry about it. Not because I kind of wanted to have it in actuations, you know, like it doesn't have that here, but you know, it's still good because it's very, very smooth. And I think it's better not to have the, I wanted it to do the, but at the same time, digitally, I wanted it to be smooth, right? This thing does it really, really smooth, because I have used this, and I can tell you for a fact, I do recommend this, because there's a lot of changes in this that you're gonna absolutely love over the H6. So I'm saying, if you're on a budget, go with an H4, but do not get the H6, get this. This is flat, and this is touchscreen. Okay, so now let's see. Give me 1 second. So I just wanted to make a mention. This is right here. I just hope this is a latch. Okay, good. This, they got it right. There's a latch here. Thank God. That's for your SD card. Okay, guys, so I just wanted also to show you right here. That's for a mic input, regular standard mic input. I just wanted to show you also this before we're going to turn it on. Let me just get that in focus. So that's the on button right here. See all the, for the headphone jack. So let's turn this baby on, and let's see here. Here we go. So this is really nice. I love the backlit display. This could definitely do well under sunlight conditions and stuff, which is pretty awesome. Let's just take a look here. I want to see and give some artificial intelligence here. Give me 1 second here. Just want to show you guys. This is a light I reviewed for you guys before. Let's just see what the hell happens when you put... Hold on here. Okay, there you go. Guys, really bright light. You could see everything perfectly. Sunlight, anything, it's not that glary. You could obviously see what's going on. So really cool thing right here. So this is, they really thought it out from the H6 where you couldn't see anything in the daylight. Kind of reminds me of Game Boy Advance when it first came out. And see, I have no everything is touchscreen here. So you just let me just, what are we in? We're on the okay. Here we go. I love how even these small buttons, I can press this with my giant freaking fingers, which you guys know how much I complain about me with my giant fingers with pretty much, see, no card. So now it has, as you guys know, podcast, it has music, it has field, USB, line out level, SD card, and then you just kind of swipe, and it really reacts well, as you guys can see. You know, it kind of reminds me of the old-fashioned Droid phones. It's not as, you know, precise as, let's say, an iPhone, but it is pretty darn accurate. Let's see, so it has a tuner, Guitar Lab, Bluetooth, of course, the system settings, 3D card reader. So this is really, really cool, especially for podcasts and stuff like that. It's so funny because I just showed you the glare, and over here through the camera, it's hard to see when you go like that, you see? But it's not, I'm telling you. If you see it with your own eyes, you guys will not believe how sharp it is. I love that it has the battery indicator right here, showing right there. And like I said, this thing is massive. Let me take this out. So it is massive in terms of how you hold it. I have big orangutan hands, as you know, as I told you. And even for me, this is big, where this one is just much easier to hold. So this isn't really just an unboxing. What I wanted to let you know is what you're getting here. You're getting here, let me just shut this off really quick. For those of you guys that were telling me, because I mean, you see all the reviews already and the unboxings and everything like that all over the internet. But you guys wanted the truth from an independent channel like us, because you guys are part of the channel. This is the people's channel. We all give back, so definitely I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. But this baby is really, really cool. I'll tell you why. Not just because of all the connections, which I'm sure most of us will not need, including myself. I don't think I would ever need that. The fact that it does have Bluetooth capability, it is sad. The fact that you have to buy a stupid little dongle for it, which is ridiculous, because in 2020 it should be already in there. I am extremely pissed off about that, and I'm still sounding off, and I do deduct a point. It should be 3 points from it, but whatever. I did deduct a point from it, from the other one, and I'm going to deduct a point merely because of that. The thing is, this thing is really cool because it is useful for the applications that you're going to be using for today. Now, it does exactly the same thing that this thing does in terms of recording. You guys know all the settings, all the stuff that it includes. The thing is, it is much more convenient to do it with a touch screen that is bright, and you could do it outside. This, you know, it was great at its time. I absolutely love it. It's like the Game Boy, except I don't know. I like the back lighting in this a bit, but also extremely hard to see under sunlight. And of course, the other one was also extremely hard to see under sun. You know, the H6 was really ridiculous, especially how it kind of. And I got why they did that, because if you put it on top of a shoe mount of your camera, you could just read it out. But come on, yo, that thing was so bad in sunlight. It was absolutely ridiculous, and it wasn't backlit properly. Where this thing is. And you have more applications. I'm sure they're going to have probably apps later on that you could probably upload into this, or, you know, firmware upgrades and stuff like that. But guys, just because it has these locks, you have no idea, especially when I used to film on a Steadicam, or on, you know, when you're a one-man band, of course, or you're doing it on, you know, 3-axis gimbal. You're running through the forest. You want to pick up some noises and some, you know, rustling of leaves. It is so hard to do with an XLR attached to it. When you're going to get tangled up or something like that, the thing just comes right out. Now, I know some of you guys are going to say, well, it's safety reasons. It's good because they'll come out and not trash it. Believe me, almost all the time that I had it, it wasn't a strong enough tug. It just came right off. And absolutely hated it. I have no idea why they went with that. Until now, I am completely puzzled why they did it without a locking system. And now I'm very happy that they have all of these, as you can see, that have locking in it. So this is really, really cool. And now another major thing about the H6 that I absolutely hated is the fact they didn't have any guards, and the fact the wheels were, I believe, big, from what I remember, much bigger, the wheels. And it was so loose that it could just, like, the second you put it in, you put your settings on or whatever, you put it in a bag and boom, everything is screwed up again. Any type of movement that requires any type of, you know, a little bit of a jolt would actually change this. Where this, as you can see, I can't even move it. You see that? Unless you really press down on it. This makes for a smoother transition. And I think because of that, I definitely recommend that just for that sake. Now, like I said before, I gave it to you early because I don't want you guys joining me on the video and just seeing me rant all day. So, like I said, if you're on a budget, this is the way to go. You guys will absolutely dig this. I still use it. As you can see, it's in brand new condition because I take really good care. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is the last time that they actually made this. This is really strong plastic compared to this. I'm not going to even lie. And this thing, when it's, you could tell there's not much, you know, this thing is really strong that it actually lasted. My H6, it broke. It just came right off with the bolt. Unbelievable. And it actually broke out of it. And there was, I couldn't remove it. It was so ridiculously stupid, the fact that it did that. But you see, the point is this has everything, and it's nice, and it's compact, and it comes, I'm not sure if now it comes with a case, but I know before it came with a freaking case, and you take it and boom, throw it in your bag and you're good to go. Okay, so that's what makes this really, really awesome. Where this one is good because you get to put attachments on it like the H6. This is like what the H6 should have been, okay? So it's like it gives you options to put attachments and stuff like that, which, you know, kind of ups this by a lot. If you want to, you know, jump over, I know this you could probably get now for $120 or get a whole black one for $200 something. But I think the $121, if you buy it on eBay, the H6 that's out, ignore it completely. Get this. If you guys are choosing between this and you don't have money for this one, you go with this one. Or if you know, you don't want to, you know, spend the extra cash, you go with this one. If you have the extra cash to spend, believe me, you will not regret it. Go with this one. This touchscreen is very responsive. Not iPhone or, you know, Note 20 Ultra, you know, precise, but it is extremely precise. And you saw even with my giant fingers, you could change and be really intricate with this thing. So it's really, really cool. And you could dial down everything that you want. This thing just gives you more options. Another good thing is that it has a giant speaker here, as you can see, which you can play back all of your stuff that you recorded. Now, personally, I haven't done that. I'm not sure how the heck the quality is on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test it out right now and we'll see how it is. Okay, guys, so we're going into the podcast mode here. So you can see I'm just, oh, wait, let me hit the record button here. So I'm pressing funky, horn jazz, hard riff. You could also do clapping and whatever. It's nice. It has like this board here that you can just play with. And then, of course, I'm just going to stop it. And now you're going to hear it here. Pretty cool, huh? So, I mean, this thing is pretty loud, which is, I'm going to say, freaking awesome. And on this, of course, you also, but it's not as loud as you're going to have, let me see here. It's not as loud as this one, obviously, because I think the speakers here are more massive and more, like, updated, so it is better. Obviously, you're getting what you pay for, but again, like I said, definitely recommend this if you have the money for it and you want the interchangeable, you know, capsules to play around with. This is definitely the way to go, especially if you're a musician and you have your whole band. You want to hook it all up to, you know, more connections. This also has another add-on. I would go with this. Again, so I know a lot of you guys are probably going to say, well, you know what, instead of this, I want to go with the H6 because that also gives me capsules and attachments and it's going to be a little bit cheaper. Guys, this is only a little bit cheaper, the H6. and the H6 is garbage compared to this. This is what the H6 should have been. So I highly recommend you guys use this baby right here and get it. You guys will not be disappointed. And again, let me know what you guys think down below. You guys see the reviews all over all over YouTube and everywhere. It's just, I think it's a better buy. And for all you guys who are rappers or like me, death metal artists and stuff like that, and we like to come up with our own stuff but don't have the money to go and spend on studio time and all of that, guys, give this a chance. Believe me, I fooled so many people into thinking we had sound recording studios, when in reality we were doing most of the all the recordings actually through the Zoom H4n and the Zoom H6. So, it is definitely a tool to use, especially if you're filming. Again, now I'm going to say something to go a little bit into the dark arts. If you guys are doing paranormal investigations, this baby is the way to go. I kid you not. Actually, to be honest, like I said, the H3 VR, that one is so good for paranormal investigations. I kid you not. I'm a skeptic, as you guys know, but I love to have tools to prove me wrong, to prove that. This is really cool because the stuff that you could get in terms of EVP is absolutely amazing when you pair that up. Now, again, they're going to have an attachment for this, so it might be a lot cheaper than having that separate unit. And if you have the separate unit, keep into account that you're going to need to get 2 of those stupid dongles for this thing, because I got one already for it. I'm going to get another one for this, and then you could control it over the over your phone. And that gives you more of, more stuff to work with. Especially, it's kind of like, using, a wireless shutter on a camera. So you could do it from anywhere and you just could set things up. It's just really cool to give you that kind of options. Now, I want to just see this for a second. See, this one even is a little tougher to move too. And it has also the protection. So this is really cool. Definitely recommend it. Again, because it doesn't have onboard Bluetooth, it kills me that I have to do this. But I'm going to give it, you guys know, I have to. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And you guys know I barely give 9 out of 10s or 10 out of 10s. But this is really cool, especially if you guys are recording and wanting to make your own albums and stuff like that. You would absolutely dig this system. It's really, really cool. I think it's one of the best. So as always, guys, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, hit that bell button. This is the independent channel. This is the people's channel. Work 3 jobs to make this baby happen. I thank you guys all for offering Patreon services. But again, I as much as I love you, I'd rather you keep that money for yourselves to buy the new tech and the new gear that we review here. And keep those requests coming. I'll keep on reviewing, everything there that you guys request based on, how much demand. Obviously there is, because I'm paying for this with my own moolah. That's why this is reviews not by paid-for idiots who tell you something's good when it's not. That's really, God, I'm going to say even this feels better. But that's what it is. It's the people's channel. It's the reason I opened this channel in the first place, because I got tricked many times by these paid-for reviewers, and I want to make sure people get the right information to make better informed decisions, and we can do that together. So the best way to give back is really just commenting down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Have you used this to record your soundtracks or your sounds or your albums and stuff like that? Have you used it? Have you got with post? I used SoundForge and everything with post and post production afterwards, and have you used it with film, which I have as well. It's so much. These things are so, you could use it on basically anything and get the best sound for a fraction of a cost. That's the beauty about it all. And you pair this up with an NTG Rode mic or boom mic, anything you have that's hooked up to it. You guys will absolutely not believe the clarity and the sound on this and the quality of sound you're getting. It's absolutely superb. I think it comes to about $400. And again, this thing, just like before, you guys know it spins and just to make directions. And of course there's going to be other type of capsules and stuff. And again, you guys asked me if it was going to be black, and yes, it is black. It's not, even though a lot of these sellers are saying it's the same thing that comes with the H6. Actually, no, it's not. Unless the H6 was black, then yeah, but they were showing pictures of the silver one. But no, I can verify it right here. It comes with the black one. Now again, the H6 comes with 2 capsules, okay, if it has like a microphone and then this kind of mic, the 2-way mic. I'm still going to recommend this way over the H6, and believe me, you guys will thank me for it. Let me know what you guys think. As always, like, subscribe, hit that bell button, share it with everybody you know. Let our community grow so together we can help people make better informed decisions. This is the People's Channel. And like that, the more people we have, the larger this community gets, the less crap they have to sift through to get to the truth. Okay, so let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, hit that bell button. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye. As always, guys, if you like what you see, self-funded here, be sure to check out all my other stuff, from mini-series to unboxings to technology, you know, and Nintendo reviews and 3D printer reviews and all that good stuff. If you like what you see, the only way you can help the channel is by liking this video, subscribing, and hitting that bell button. As many more cool videos to come. Definitely want you guys in it, and I want you guys to be vocal. Definitely comment down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.